Norway approves copper mine in Arctic, described as most environmentally damaging project in country's history.
Here's a summary of the article.
Norway has approved a plan to begin mining for copper in the Arctic, angering environmentalists who fear it will lead to the destruction of reindeer pastures and the pollution of nearby fjords. Norwegian mining company Nussa, which owns all of the mining rights, said it would make use of the area's deep-sea, ice-free port, a major highway and a developing industrial zone which was already in place. Environmental groups fear mining for copper would destroy the land reindeer depend on in the summer months. This is one of the most environmentally damaging industrial projects in Norwegian history, said Silja Ask Lundberg, leader of Friends of the Earth Norway. Earlier mine waste dumping in the same fjord, at a lower level than planned in the project approved today, led to a large drop in the salmon populations that took 13 years to recover. Norway is the only country in Europe, and one of only 5 in the world, that allows mining companies to dump solid mine waste directly into the sea. Environmental charity Earthworks said dumping mine waste in the Repparfjord in the 1970s nearly wiped out the area's fishing industry.
This post received a score of 8,403, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Fucking hell, Norway. Here I was defending you when you blocked the ocean sanctuary, because krill fishing is an already established and important part of the economy. But this is completely unjustifiable. Not cool, guys. Not cool.
Would be nice to have some more information on this cause. All I'm reading in the article is activists saying waste will be dumped in the fjords. Would the Oslo government have approved a mining project if there weren't any guarantees for environmental protection? They, sadly do allow mining companies to dump their waste in the fjords.
So, they're mining for the fjords?
It's Norwegian blue ore, so yes.
Norway, the country that exports its carbon footprint.
Yes, the
Norway is the only country in Europe, and one of only 5 in the world, that allows mining companies to dump solid mine waste directly into the sea.
By that do you mean overburden? AKA rock? As long as it contains no processing chemicals, I don't see how this is an issue. Probably better than taking up more area on land for a huge waste rock pile.
Yeah, it is very strictly just rock and natural sediment. Nothing containing chemicals or heavy metals. The real argument here is surrounding the natural sulfide in rocks, which can be a problem under the right conditions. There's also the issue of plastic fragments left over from the explosions.
They are only environmentalists when it suits them. Just like everybody on Reddit.
Everyone can and should do their part to reduce their carbon footprint, but the reality is that the vast majority of carbon emissions come from companies and governments. Putting the blame on regular people distracts from the real problem and does almost nothing to solve the problem.
Why do companies and governments emit carbon emissions? Just for shits and gigs?
Because it's cheap and easy.
There's more to this than what sensationalist media and protesters are saying. It got wide approval in Parliament, including the biggest left and right parties. Because of that, I want more concrete information before forming an opinion on this, and am generally against harming nature in favor of profit. And I can read Norwegian. The rest of you are basically going off on a sensationalist article with little understanding about what is actually happening.
This has been in the works for a decade. Tremendous amounts of research has been done in regards to the effects on the surrounding ecosystem. I have met with Øystein Rushfeldt briefly, where he talked about challenges surrounding this project at NTNU. All of the research done by IGB at the university seems to speak overwhelmingly in his favor. Now they are forced to dump on land, where the acid rain leaches leftover minerals that seep into the ground. Sensationalism and not looking at the facts and hard research done on the matter can do much more harm than good.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.